Well, it's Old Men Stories, and I've got my son Rick, little son Rick.
Your what
Actually,
son?
my son-in-law, but you know, we can skip the law stuff. He never paid attention to the law much anyway.
You gonna tell them where we're at?
We're in Paducah, Kentucky, and we're sitting in the RV, and Rick has set up a pad here for us and 50 amp service, and we have this week's show is on picnics, and we have almost a picnic every day here. Usually at one of the local restaurants. So.
No, as a matter of fact, we have a picnic coming up on Thursday.
Yes, we do.
Yes, twice a year. My Sunday school class, we have a fish fry, and the Sunday school class likes to have it here at our place because we're pretty well set up for it.
Right.
And there are two guys that are in our Sunday school class go to Lake Okeechobee. They're snowbirds.
Right, we know.
Yeah, they're snowbirds, and they in the fall, before the weather turns real cold, they head to Florida. And while they are in Florida, they stay at I'm not really certain, but I believe they stay in a mobile home park somewhere on Okeechobee Lake.
The north side.
Okay. Are you familiar with where they stay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We drove by it. We never went and stopped there, but
Right.
we drove by it.
Well, anyhow, the two guys from our Sunday school class, Red and Terry, they are fishermen. They love to fish. And since they love to fish, and Okeechobee's full of crappie, they make it a point to catch plenty of crappie. And God bless them. I mean, it's a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of fun catching them. But it's a lot of work because at the end of the day, they fillet them. Yes, they fillet
them. And
yes.
You get to be good filleter.
And then apparently they're pretty good because I have never run into a single bone. I mean, in all the years I've been eating their fish, I've never run into a bone. So apparently they're very good at it. And so they spend the winter catching crappie and cleaning them and freezing them. And then twice a year, usually in May and again in October, we will have 2 fish fries or picnics, whatever you want to call them.
Right. That's
Just
right.
the class comes over here and the guys bring the fish. Everybody brings something.
Right.
Everybody brings a dish. We have one lady that she brings the banana pudding because she knows she just makes the absolute most delicious banana pudding. I don't know why.
It is good.
And now, if I'm going to say it like if I was born and raised in Paducah, I wouldn't call it banana pudding. I would call it banana pudding. Pudding. Yeah, banana pudding. But she makes the most delicious banana pudding, and that's what she brings. And all the ladies bring something. Everybody brings something. And of course, we supply the area with the tables, the ice, the plates. So we always have, to-go plates because we know everybody likes to take something home.
Right.
So we have those 2 picnics every year, and they are a lot of fun. I mean, because there's usually about 30 people or maybe even more. As a matter of fact, one year we had a fish fry in October, and it was so cold. We were building our new bedroom on at the time. Do you remember? Were you here at that time?
I was there. Yep.
Yeah. Before we finished the bedroom, we had a fish fry in our bedroom.
That's right.
And I just don't recall how many people we had there at that time, but it was over 50. I remember it was over 50 people because we had room for 40 or 45 people. There were people in my house I did not even know. I walked into my living room and they were sitting on the couch eating fish, and I introduced myself, and they said, "Yeah, we came with someone else over here. We heard you were having fish." So they came. As I say, it's hilarious because people you don't even know come for a fish fry. When they find out you're having crappie, people love crappie. I never heard of it until I moved down here to Paducah. And when I first came here, we ate catfish. Right. Everything was catfish. I mean, if you go out anywhere you go out around here, it's you're always having catfish. Yeah.
Tons of catfish.
But and you can't. The restaurants can't serve crappie because it being a game fish. So, so we're very fortunate. And catfish is very good, but crappie, there's just no beating it. It's just an absolutely delicious fish. And then the two guys that do the catching, the cleaning, the freezing, also do the cooking.
Yes, they do.
They come in and then they cook it for us. They're all set up with the fryers. Yep. They back the truck in here, their pickup truck, and they take everything off. And within 10 minutes, they are set up and frying.
That's right.
It's amazing because they're just set up for it. Thursday, they're going to be here at 5 o'clock, and by 5:30, everyone will be eating fish.
That's right.
So the guys will come in Thursday morning, and they're going to set the tables up. Probably wash down the pavilion one more time. Set the tables up and get everything ready. And 5 o'clock, everybody starts showing up and bringing their goodies.
It's like a community picnic.
Yes, it's a lot of fun.
It's actually starts from catechism class. I'm cheesy because I say catechism, and it's not catechism.
We's Baptists.
They're Baptists.
We's Baptists here. But
it's Sunday school.
And it's really funny because I'm not even a Baptist, but I go to Baptist church.
Yeah,
I love the people. What can I tell you?
That's right. They are just absolutely fantastic. And I go when I'm here.
Yeah, they're just good people.
They just are.
And we've been going to that. We've been in that. We moved here to Paducah in 1991, and I think we started going to that church in Lone Oak about a year later, and we've been there ever since.
They are such nice, and Terry and I look forward to coming. Every time we come, we look forward to our Sunday mornings, Sunday school. I don't even take a nap the night before, so I can take a nap during Sunday school.
Sunday school. Well, see, if you remember last week, we had a substitute teacher last week, and I told him, I said I took a nap or something before class so I wouldn't fall asleep during his when he was teaching. I said, but I, just to be on the safe side, I was taking my hearing aids out. They all. It took him a while. It took a while. I know we're supposed to be talking about picnics, but you go from one subject to another.
Yes,
with me, you're gonna be bouncing from one subject to another.
Yeah. Bounce, yes.
I remember when we were going to this class quite a while, and even though I was in this class, I did not feel comfortable for a long time. Because everybody in that class was from Paducah. They all went to school together, high school and whatnot, grew up, and they all worked at the same plants. And so Melinda and I were kind of like outsiders. I mean, we're from Pennsylvania. We talk funny. And it took a while. I just never really felt comfortable in that class until I think it was a Valentine's Day, and I don't remember what year it was, but it was Valentine's Day, and the class always goes to a Patty's restaurant. I'm talking about Grand Rivers, for a romantic dinner. Anyhow, the class was supposed to go up there, and we get up there, and of course it's Valentine's Day, so naturally all the restaurants are jammed, and that was no exception. So when we got there, I heard him say, well, they didn't have quite enough room. They were missing 2 chairs. So while the class was sitting there talking, I just looked at Melinda and I said, why don't we just sneak on out here? Don't say anything, but let's just leave, So we were out in the parking lot, and out came everybody. Where do you think you're going? Get back in here. This won't be the same without you. And that was the first time I actually felt I was accepted a part of the class. And then, and then ever since then, it's, they have had to put up with me ever since.
That's right.
Because I sure do get into some discussions in class.
Yes, you do. You do. You do bring a lot of other things in.
Well, the thing is, I'm not a Baptist, and I'm in a Baptist Sunday school, so
That's true.
I'm bringing other ideas in that a lot of, most people in religions, they don't really realize there's other beliefs other than their own, or they just think it's some kind of a cult or whatever. They just don't really, I mean, there's zillions of Catholics in the world, but Baptists don't, they haven't the slightest idea what a Catholic believes, or they haven't the slightest idea what, a Jew believes. They think they do, but
You're
they don't.
Pentecostal, right?
Me?
You were.
No, I'm Hebrew Christian.
Hebrew Christian.
Yeah, I worship the Hebrew God and the Christian God. See there.
You can tell. You can tell. I don't even know if my son believes it anymore.
No, and then
they never started to believe it. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, see, I thought that that was a bit of
I avoided religion up to this moment in time, and then my son brings it up. There I was trying to avoid all the subjects that I'm supposed to skip, and
yeah, we went from eating fish at a Baptist picnic. Now we're
yes,
Jehovah's Witnesses. We got to get them into this yet.
Which one did I go to?
You went to the Kingdom Hall with me.
Right. Yes.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
The night of the memorial. Yeah.
That's right. But I forgot the name of I forgot the type church it was. I just enjoyed the people. It was fun there.
I took Roland to the Kingdom Hall.
See,
for the memorial. And a witness, if they're listening or hear this, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about when I say the memorial. So it was actually Passover, but you're observing the Lord's evening meal, the Lord's Last Supper. Yes.
And I participated.
Yes, you did. Yes.
So I got another rung in my all my rings to go wherever I go with all the rings.
Well, this year when I showed up for the memorial, they kept looking over my shoulder. They were looking for you. When they didn't see you, they all went.
Well,
I took Jade in your stead.
Yes, that was good. Jade, okay, that is my great granddaughter.
Yeah, she's 10 years old.
10 years old, isn't that something?
Yeah, 10 years old. Yeah.
Wow. I was telling her today. I was just talking to my mom, and I was talking to, and I says, here on the phone, I'm talking to your great grandma.
Yeah, she's never met your mom.
Never even, the concept wasn't even there.
I would love to see that meeting. That would be a great meeting between Jade and your mom. That would be. Because your mom is such a pistol.
97. Still going really good.
We need to take her to an Exile concert.
Yeah, that's right.
She'd make that 92-year-old lady look like a puppy.
That's right. Well, this is, I think we should sort of cut it off with our picnic, and so Jeff and I have something more to say in the show. I usually have 20 minutes. Might be 20 minutes anyway, but so that he and I can talk a little and tell more of our picnic stories. So this is Roland Willett's Home and Stories. Thank you. Oh, you didn't say Rick. You gotta say Rick Riegle, Old Men Stories.
Yeah, and this is Rick Riegle, Old Men Stories.
Ouch! Yes, ouch! I hurt myself.
And you know what's really funny? We didn't even talk about the other picnics coming up.
No.